All right, Jim. Here's our faces. Since you already get in the comment section.
Uh,
What is going down the flock, you guys? Oh wait, that's your line. Sorry.
Oh, that's hilarious. I don't even know the last time I even said that. It's been a long time since I put anything out, dude. Jeez.
So what's up, everybody? It's Shannon from Forge Ball Light and the homie Zach, Darth Ravenz, and today I'm gonna show you a saber. Since I already unboxed it, because I couldn't wait. Okay. So.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna jump right into it and boom.
Dude, that thing is wicked.
So what is like unique stuff? So this is a Xenopixel in an elite Saberforge hilt.
That is so interesting.
Didn't even know they did that. Well,
No.
I really don't think that they do it. I got it off the Etsy store. So
okay.
Yeah, I was scrolling through Instagram one day, and there's Saberforge, they popped up, so I was reading it, and it's like, ready to ship, 2 weeks, Etsy. And I'm like, well, let's see what they got. So I was scrolling and found this one. Hey, it's Kyber Daddy and Cody. Okay. So yeah, so I was looking, seeing this one, and then it said RGB or Xenopixel. And I'm like, okay, let's just see how much the Xenopixel is. Dude, it's fairly cheap for what I got. Under $400.
Wow.
Like, if you go on their website and do the RGB veteran tier, like it's more expensive than this.
Wow.
Like by about $25. So
that's crazy.
I know, right? So I was like, you know what? I'm going here to tell the wife.
But it makes sense that those cores fit because Saberforge has like this 2 circle cutouts on a lot of their designs. So
yeah, that's what it is. It's a Xenopixel core in one of their elite hilts. I'm convinced that's what it is.
Yeah. God, that thing looks sick though, dude. I love
I got the weather.
Emitter.
Yeah, dude. You know that this saber, it's actually about 3 different ones. It's just whatever's on top makes it different. So like, it was pretty much the same saber. It was this, and it had like the claws that were real close, and then it had the claws that kind of came out. But it's like the rest of the hilt was the same, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay.
But it looks like a flagship kind of to me.
Yeah, it really
the flagship only has 2 the sides, right? Right. So this one's got 3, but
looks like an evil, like a Sith flagship, dude. That looks dope. Dude.
Yeah. So it's got the lit PCB connector thing.
Oh wow, that's dude. Those windows look so cool.
The blade depth is, it's
damn.
Huge.
Yeah. So you'll have to tell me because I know little to nothing about Xenopixel. What's like different? I know that like there's like a few things it's missing, right? Or like from like a Profi board or like a.
I don't think it has like true accent swings.
Okay.
I can't really tell a whole lot on some of the sound fonts. They were gonna like add that. I don't know if it's actually on this yet. I hadn't really like listened to it, to
right
try to pick it up, but. It sounds fine to me. The only down part is on some of the sound fonts, and this could be a sound font thing, is the speaker is a little, it's not the greatest, but it's also not shit. It's like somewhere in the middle, like it's in that LGT core, so it's got to be kind of small, but it's fairly loud. And you can turn it up, you can turn it down, you can mute it. It has, I don't know how many sound fonts I haven't counted, but it's got a shitload of them.
I think I froze. Okay, I think I froze. I wasn't sure.
Okay.
It
has different ignitions. It has different blade profiles you can just do from the hilt.
Do they have like preons and stuff like that or no?
Yeah. Well, I guess like, when you change the sound for like, here, let's see.
Dark Ages.
See, like the change the ignition, it has like its kind of own preon. I guess, because you can do,
Oh,
you can do
okay.
stable, unstable. There's warp. A couple different other ones, but this is like a sword.
And they're like pre-configured blade styles, right? That's more or less how it works on those, right?
Yeah, well, I think I've got it set to Fireblade right now. So like,
Okay. So then
everything's
you can
Fireblade until I change it.
and you can cycle through all those blade styles on the hilt too, right? Oh, that's
I'm
cool.
gonna put a blade in it, and then we can really have a little look at it. But it also has
Sick.
that new that blaster, like the the blade's not lit, then you push the button, it goes like a blaster.
Oh yeah.
That one's pretty cool too.
Yeah, that is sick.
Let's see.
Dude, I wonder how these dudes are feeling today, man. They all were
I don't know. I saw
three.
I watched like the beginning of it, then I fast forward to the end after the show was over, and Nerfhunter had a bottle of whiskey in his lap. I was like,
Yeah.
this boy's getting turned.
Yeah, they had a good time. I was happy to see them last night.
Yeah. Gotcha. We got Mr. Carter.
Carter was gone too, dude. Jeez.
Yeah. Solo
Jeremy, what's up, brother?
There's Brian.
Brian, what's up, dude?
All the homies come by.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see.
Hatred.
Okay, hatred. So this is like I think this is the broken ignition.
Oh.
So and then you can go, let's see. It's 1, 2.
Steady.
It's steady.
Stack ignition.
Stack ignition.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't know Xenopixel could do all that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, dude, it does a lot of crazy stuff. Oh, I think I just changed the blade style. Yeah. So like one flash does the volume, right? The second one does either the blade or the ignition, and then the third one is the vice versa, and the fourth one is the sound fonts. So Rainbow Blade. With that stacked ignition.
Oh, that's so you can like pair them and like that's cool.
Yeah,
dude.
you can mix and match them. And whatever you do it on, like the next time you come around, I think it saves it. It'll just do that again.
Okay. That's awesome. Yo, what's up, Rage? I haven't talked to him in a minute, dude. Hope you're doing well.
Missed the 501st.
I know, dude. That dude's a badass now. I mean, he always was a badass, but now he's like certified badass.
Candy Blade.
Yeah. Oh wow, that one looks cool.
You can't really see that, but like it's
like a rainbow pulsing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks cool.
I think most of the sound fonts on here are like generic-y though. Like, like I don't know if they're made by Caberphonic or K-Sith or any of that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't recognize any of those fonts so far.
Some of them are really cool though. I like some of them, but
yeah.
Photon ignition.
Okay, here's the photon ignition. Hold on, let me
Unstable. Fireblade.
I like the Fireblade the best. It's kind of like Kylo Ren.
Yeah. Oh, it looks cool how it like stacks up. That's pretty dope.
Let's see.
Hell yeah, dude.
Warp ignition.
Warp ignition. I forgot what his looks like. Little delay there at the top, at the bottom.
Dude, hell yeah.
Let's see.
I'm curious to know how long has Saberforge been selling like Xenopixel and LGT stuff? Because it's been fairly recent, right? It's like been last 6 months or so.
The Xenopixel stuff, like I didn't even know they were doing that at all. Like, if you go to their main site, I don't know if it's an option yet. I think this might have been like an experiment to see if people would buy them in their heels, because it's only on the Etsy store that I've seen it.
Watch, I'll go pull up their website right now. Let me see if
But
I can.
they've been selling the LGT stuff for a few months now, and they also added THQ. They have THQ sabers now too, which is that's pretty much the same thing, right?
I believe so, yeah. Dude, I feel so out of the loop on so much. I haven't bought a saber, and well, the last saber I bought was a saber trio, and it was malfunctioned, so I sent that back, and then I haven't bought a saber. It's been a minute, man.
Yeah, this will be the last one I buy for a minute because I tell my wife, I was like, all right, so I'm done for the rest of the year. She goes, I've heard that before. I was like, I promise, I won't buy no more for a while.
Hey, you know, man, it happens, dude. Especially if you get like on a rhythm too. Like you're like, and it's not that you don't appreciate each hilt you get. Each one is so sick, but it's like, you know what, this is so sick. But you know what else would be cool would be, and then and then you kind of like stack and get a couple hilts, and it's like,
right. Yeah.
But so your what is yours called again? What is that hilt called?
The Cleric.
The Cleric. Okay,
Yeah, and it's an elite hilt.
Okay, so I see it, and then let's see electronics.
Idol.
Yeah, no,
Celebrity.
I don't see
The
it.
champion.
Yeah, it's
How weird it goes. So
Darth Ravenz.
they're offering champion RGB now. I didn't know that.
yeah. Dude,
That's kind of cool.
It's pricey too. Because I was looking at a
Dude.
Reliant because I also want a Reliant, but they've went up on their stuff so much, dude. I was like, I think I like to stick with Saber Trio. But,
Yeah.
That's not really only reason that I bought it was like it was 2 weeks shipping is what they said, and I got it in about a week and a half. And
Okay.
I think it was like shipping and everything. It was like $367.
Wow.
I just jumped on it. I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and just get this.
I mean, yeah, that's a great price, dude. God, I don't even remember what I paid for my Reliant. Honestly, it's been so long. Looks like they only have the weathered version of it currently. Oh no, maybe they have. No, yeah. It's just weathered. Dude, I love Saberforge's stuff though, man. They have such gorgeous looking hilts. The only thing I wish they would improve upon is their speaker quality because their speakers are just God, man.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. The speakers could use a little updating.
Like my Obi-Wan, dude, literally sounds like a Walmart toy. Like it's it's so disappointing, dude. Like,
did you watch John's video on the Saberforge stuff?
I don't think so.
He was reviewing a veteran and a champion.
Yes, I did. I did watch that
RGB.
one. Yeah.
I was watching his video when he swapped from the veteran to the champion. Like the sound got like twice as loud.
Yeah.
There's a better speaker in the champion than the veteran. I feel because mine's the same way.
This is my Qui-Gon. Both of these are champion tier, but this one's a lot better. Watch, you can hear. Actually, got a little bit of like the LEDs are bright, like, and then the blasters.
Yeah.
A droid army is about to attack the Naboo.
So like that sounds pretty solid, and then you listen to
Only when the eyes are closed can you truly see the way.
it's like you can bear. I'm holding this right to the mic, dude.
Yeah.
It's weird, and I guess it's just the size of the speaker, but it's so. But I mean, gorgeous hill. I love. This has been my cane with my busted lip. This has been my.
You put a rubber stopper on the blades, he wouldn't slip.
Yeah. But yeah, man, if they would just, it seems like on some of their hilts they have a pretty decent speaker, and then because I've had both of the NeoPixel hilts that I had from Saberforge, the Mara Jade had a pretty solid speaker, but the Rayflex did not. Like that one was like the speaker was way too, but it had a big enough chassis space for a better speaker.
Yeah.
I just don't know why I don't know. But especially for the prices that they're charging, it's like, damn.
I know. I really just think they're just really, really trying to, maximize their profit because they could put better speakers in there.
Yeah.
And what's weird is like if you buy one tier and if you buy the other tier, that one's a little louder than the other one. So it's like, hey there, little buddy, what are you doing?
I thought I could feel someone staring at me. I was like, there's somebody. Like, you gotta go this way a little more. There you go. Go watch your movie, okay? But yeah, man, that thing is sick. I would totally rock that hill, dude. So is it pretty easy to change fonts on that, do you know, or have you not really tried that yet?
I can't get my computer to like unzip files, so I've still yet to like buy a sound font and add it to anything.
Oh, really?
I tried it. Cyberphonic had like the free battle one, and that's what I tried to do on when I still had my Vectra, and my computer's like unable to unzip files, and like it just won't do it. I mean, my computer's a little old, but I mean, it needs like a real update with somebody who knows what the hell they're doing. I'm not that person. I could do a few little things, but not anything like that yet. But
Maybe,
I'm gonna take it to a computer shop and be like, I want it, upgraded. I want the latest, operating system and all that shit. So
yeah, hell yeah, dude. I was gonna say, in the
I
meanwhile,
want Mamba's fonts, damn it.
Oh, I know. Yeah. See, I need to get caught up on all that, dude. I need to add those to some hilts and stuff, dude. I'm slacking. I don't know. Maybe like the Mojo boys, do they know Xenopixel? Maybe you could send that over to one of them and they can throw some fonts on there for you or something. In the meanwhile,
I don't know.
Candy blade.
See, the only thing about this is like,
Unstable.
it's like all the other damn Saberforge. Well, most of them, like you can't unscrew anything. You have to do everything from the wire. I can't get to the SD card. So, but I mean, I got this little bag of stuff here, which has got, it's got a charging block, a cord, and it has instructions on how to like operate the board. Something real weird too that they sent me. They sent me a pen, like a writing pen. I was like, that's new.
damn, that's a fancy ass pen.
I know, right? In a little bag, a little.
Dude, I would
Felt
totally
like-
use that pen. Hell
Oh
yeah.
yeah, I'm going to. I was like, okay, they sent a pen, and then I also got a blade plug, a blade, and then they also sent this, which I didn't get this with my Heretic, but I got this.
Yes, dude, I love that about Saberforge, dude. So you scan that QR code and it takes you to their control list and it like gives you a detailed breakdown on how to use your saber, dude. I love that about Saberforge, dude.
Standard blade.
Try to get this blaster blade.
Ooh, Brian said get with Kevin from Stupid Kyber that he knows Xenopixel.
Oh,
really well,
okay.
I guess.
Hell yeah.
Dope. He's a nice guy too. Damn.
And then there's a ghost blade where like if you stop moving it, it'll go out. And then when you do that, like it gets bright. And then like you quit moving it, it dims down and cuts off. I don't really care for that one.
I was gonna say that's interesting. I'd be like, my lightsaber is broken.
Yeah. Here we go.
What the hell? That's weird.
Yeah. I don't really have any use for that one.
Yeah. How funny. It's so crazy how many options of boards there are now, man. Like
I know,
it's
right?
just insane.
I mean, there's about like there's I have 4 now. I got 2 Profis, I got a CFX, I got a Xeno, and I got a First Harvest. So only thing I don't have is the V3 Golden Hearts V3. So what I don't have. Well, and Verso. I don't have Verso either, but
Yeah, I've never had a Verso actually. Now that I think about it.
didn't Carter put one of those in one of his hilts?
Yeah, I think he got it removed already, though. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he was. I don't think he was a huge fan.
Dude, I'm like, I don't even know what I have anymore. I'm looking at my collection. I have a lot of Profi. I know that. I don't even know which ones are which anymore.
I know that's what I have the most of. I have 2 Profis.
Dude, the bummer thing I sent. Well, I'm happy. The boys have like 3 of my babies right now, so hopefully they're enjoying playing with them out there. But
Dude, they had so many fucking lightsabers on that bar table, that island. I was like,
80% of that is Benji, dude.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah,
He brought so many hilts, man. I was like, wow, I couldn't believe that I saw how many he brought. I was like, geez.
yeah. I just half expect him to start just handing out fucking corn horns and fucking scrap flexes. You
Well,
get a scrap flex, you get
yeah.
a corn horn, you get a scrap flex.
What was funny is when I was packing up sabers, right? Because we all were talking about what sabers we were going to bring, and I was like, you know, because the last time we went, all I brought was my Vectra, right? And I was like, it was cool. But it was also like, man, when we were there and we all like were nerding out about our sabers, I was like, oh, I wish I would have brought this, and I wish I would have brought this. So I was thinking about it for a really long time, and I was like, man, I want to take like a good little variety, but I don't want to take too many. So I sent them before I would have gone out there, and I sent my flagship that Jeremy did, my Game of Thrones one. I sent that, my Scrap Flex that Benji did, and then I sent my Senza.
Yeah.
And so I was like, cool. I feel like that's a pretty solid, the little did I know that's like, those really are like 3 of my favorites, So like now that I sent them out and I don't have them, I'm looking like I still have ridiculous lightsabers. Like I can't act like I don't still have gorgeous ones here, but I'm like,
Right.
yeah.
He's like, yeah, I gotta break out the Star Killer. Gotta break out the Star Killer.
Oh, dude, I know. It's right here. I was going to send that one too, and I just got too nervous it was going to break in transit. So I was just like, nah, I can't do it, dude. But yeah, that one's a little too nice to send out. But I have like my Maul, and I have so many hilts, dude.
Dude, I love that Maul. You just
I
need 2
know,
of
dude.
them.
I know. Yeah, but like, I love having the one for some reason. There's something about his Clone Wars version that it's all grody and it's all, charred up, and
Yeah.
I just love it, dude. It's so sick. You getting me to have an itch now, dude. I'm like, I haven't looked at my sabers in a second. So.
Like, I might have to break some stuff out here.
Yeah, dude.
You know what? This is also the only hilt I've got. Well, actually, no, not anymore. But no, this one does stab on and stab off. I've never had that before. The solo guard has twist on and twist off. That was the first one I had it off. The one I got from Starlight, I just had him put on because I was afraid it was going to turn off when I was swinging it and shit. Which this one does every once in a while. When I do it like that, it'll cut off every once in a while. But I mean, you have to get it. It's just the right angle for it to do it. So if you kind of go a little wide, it doesn't do it. So I just kind of have to learn that. But I'm digging the stab on.
Oh yeah, gesture controls are dope, dude. My sweet spot is I like swing on and then I like twist off. That's like to me that's perfect.
Yeah.
But and then like for cross guards, stab on is fun because that's like totally Kylo how he's like
yeah.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
What did Jim say? I like my sabers a little charred. Right, dude? I mean, especially for Maul, dude. I wanted it to look pretty grody.
This is also the only hilt I have that's like weathered. It's just like the paint scheme. It's like, it's the black that's been grayed up and stuff. I love that grayish color on there.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, Saberforge has stepped up huge on their weathering because I'm not gonna lie. As much as I love them, I did not care for their weathering for a long time. But that looks good. That looks really good.
Yeah, they did a good job on this one. I'm also thinking about taking off this plate that's underneath the button and having the fucking Forge by Light symbol acid etched on it.
Oh, you should, dude. You 100% should, dude.
I'm really, really thinking about doing that.
I want to look into the possibility. Oh man, I want to look into the possibility of powder coating my Saber Trio hilts. Because I love my hilts, like especially this new one that I got. I can't wait till it comes back. That was the worst, dude. It's like I had it. I've had bad luck this year. Let me tell you. I got that hilt. I got it all ready to film everything. Like I had all these sick graphics made for it, and then when it was time for me to like throw fonts on it and everything, it just malfunctioned. I could not get it to work, dude. Like it was crazy.
You have a bad
But,
board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and you know they're great. They took care of it
Oh,
right
yeah.
away. The only thing that sucked is I had to send it all the way back to Malaysia, so it's like that's what's taken the longest, obviously. But
Yeah.
it's already in transit back now, so.
Oh,
that'd be
okay.
cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, there's that hill. As much as I enjoy it, I do want to add a little bit more to it, just a little more flair, just to make it a little more custom and stuff. But because I don't think you can acid etch on the after you already have the Saber Trio stuff. I don't think you can acid etch onto it because of the way that they finish it.
Well,
But if
I don't
you-
think you could do it with electronics in it because, like, I think they did
Right,
it,
right,
Yeah.
exactly. But I think there's a finish that they do as well. Like I'm talking about, like my Senza, how it has the removable forks on it.
Yeah.
I think there's a finish that they do with it that it would damage it more than like it would look good. So you have to get it like
Oh.
a specific way from them acid etched. So
I wonder if this is like that.
no, I think yours would be that would be totally. I'm pretty sure it would be fine. I mean, it's got flat surface and. I think that would look dope, dude. Honestly,
Yeah.
it'd be cool if like on one of them you put the Sith symbol, and then like one of them you did the Forged by Light, and like that would look so sick, dude.
Yeah. I've been
And
thinking about
acid
doing
etching is
different
cool.
things. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
I
been.
like the wrap on that, dude. I don't know what it is over the last year. I love leather wrapped hilts, dude. Like,
Yeah. I fell in love with the rat when I got my Heretic. I was like, dude, this makes it feel even more real, which is I don't even
mhm.
it's just a glow stick, but when you get a good lightsaber, you're like, man, this feels like a fucking lightsaber. And then you
Mhm.
get one with a wrap, and it's like, now it even feels more legit
Mhm.
for some reason. I don't know what it is, but
Yeah. Watch, hold on. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a couple real quick.
okay. Let's see. Yeah, it came with a Sailor Moon font.
Oh, that's funny.
No, don't have much use for that.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense because they have that one Sailor Moon lightsaber. So
Yeah. Let's see. What was it? I forgot how to change the damn color.
People keep telling me they love me. I'm afraid no one does.
my goodness, I need to clean my sabers, dude. They are covered in dust.
You got dusty sabers, bro?
Oh my god, dude, it's bad.
Fireblade.
I don't know if you can see
Photon
how
ignition.
gunked up my Reliant is right now. That thing is
Woo.
covered in dust, dude.
I freaking love that hill, man.
Oh, dude, I know. You know what? It's crazy. I sold like 3 or 4 of my hilts in the last couple months,
Phaser ignition.
and I had a dream that I sold this hilt,
Standard.
and I woke up like so mad at myself, and I like literally rushed over to my collection, like, okay. I was like, I didn't do it, dude. Thank God.
He's like, let me make sure.
Yeah, dude. Well, because like my philosophy on a hilt is if like, especially if it's not like custom made for me, like if it's not something from Jeremy or Benji or other Jeremy at the Saber Merchant, you know what I mean? Like or like Cole, like if it's not like something custom made for me, if I just buy something and I don't like it after a while, to me, it's better to sell it to someone who will enjoy it versus it just sit there and collect dust. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
and then that gives me the funds to go pursue something else. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. I've been thinking about getting rid of this one.
What's that?
Just that first NeoPixel that I bought.
Oh yeah.
The button is jacked up. Like a lot of times I have trouble turning it off. Like it'll turn off and it'll come right back on. Like I have to like time the button's just worn out because one button system. I've just worn it out. Changing.
You know what? Another option you could do with that too. I don't know if you saw a while back, but Seabass actually did that exact same hilt for Sims. It was that same finish and everything, but he had bought from DX Sabers like a long time ago, and he like acid etched it and like reinstalled it, and like it looks so sick, dude. So I mean, at least the core of that saber, if you want, maybe you could save like the hilt itself and then just have it get acid etched and make it pretty again. I don't know if you wanted to. I love like redone sabers, dude. Like that's one of my. But look, there we go. Now it's all shiny again.
There you go. Put the gloss back on it. Yeah, it's just something I don't really mess with anymore. Like when I mean, before I got this and when I did like NeoPixel stuff in my video, I used the one I got from Sebastian, the Starlight one. It's got the Cyberphonic symbol on it and stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. I remember those.
Yeah, I handpicked all 10 sound fonts on there and the ignition or the blade style and stuff. So
that was such a cool experiment they did with that. Like that was. I wish they would do that again, dude. That was cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw this one that Carter did for me a while back. This is
I seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. This thing is wicked. So this was a gift from Cole, and it was just basic. I don't really care for this Revan hilt too much. Especially like at first, this thing was just plain. Like there was nothing to it. Yeah. And then Carter was like, "Dude, I wish someone would send me their hilt to like weather." And I was like, "I don't have anything." And then I saw this thing, and I was like, "You know what? Actually, I do." So I sent it to him. Man, he did such a good. I mean, you can see he got like super detailed and like got in the like these grooves. I hate that from Ultimate Works. These actually have like rubber bands versus like actually being anodized. So he got rid of all those for me, and he painted that inside of it. And oh man, he did a phenomenal job. So now it's got the plug and play system, but I don't like that from Ultimate Works. I'm just not a fan. So I'm going to get it removed and then just get it reinstalled. But this is a fun saber to just spin. You know what I mean? Like this is, there's nothing to it.
Well, I mean, I think I remember watching that video when he compared it to one that his, and like his was a little bigger than that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. This is a super lightweight hilt, dude. But yeah, this wrap was actually like a pepper red, like kind of, it actually looks a lot brighter on camera right now.
Mm-hmm.
But this is actually how it looked, how you're seeing it, how it looked when we got it. But in person, it looks very like maroon, like it's dark red. He did a really good job weathering the leather and everything too.
Hell yeah!
So
man.
Carter's a little badass, dude.
I know he's got his hands in a little bit of everything. He's weathering and he's the golden harvest god. Now he's making sound fonts.
I know, dude. Well, and it makes me happy to see that. Like, there's a lot of people in our community now that have been branching out. Like Sam over at Absolute, dude, he's been doing fonts and speaker swaps, and he's been like installing hilts, and like, that's cool. That's cool to see people. I wish I had the patience or the resources to do something like that. But
I'm with you. I don't have the patience for any of that.
I'm just a buyer.
I'm just gonna, like my special skill is dueling. Okay, I'll just stick with that.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Well, like me, dude, like this video that I had put out a while back was me, kind of weathering this thing because, man, this hilt has been just such a bummer for me from the beginning, and I hated the way it looked at first, man. It was just so not weathered, and it just didn't look good. And
that's the one that Jeremy had to reinstall for you, right? After you tried an experiment with that guy, and it was shit.
Yeah, that guy just totally screwed me over, but it is what it is. But I was looking at it one day and I was like, what can I do to like, at least, because I've basically chalked this hilt up to like, I don't use it for the install part of it. Like because I got to take the wire out and then unscrew it, put a battery in, line it back up. And then each of the blade, it just takes 15 minutes to get this saber going. You know what I mean? So, but I was like, what can I do just to like make it look, because obviously like Jeremy installed this for me, so I'll never get rid of it. So I was like, what can I do to make it look a little bit better,
Yeah.
And so I was like, one thing I know how to do a little bit is paint, kind of cool. So I was like, I'll just throw some paint and see how it looks. And it turned out
good.
okay.
I think it turned out good.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with it. Makes it a little more custom, but yeah.
So how many sabers do you have now?
Um,
Because I know you've been getting rid of some, but then you've also acquired a few more. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18. I have 18 currently. Surprisingly,
yeah.
I thought I had more than that.
yeah, I think I have like 13 now.
See, and I feel like that, like between
Good number,
15.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I could be like Benji, man, and have like 80. But the cool thing about Benji is all his are just custom. Like he does them, he installs them, and
Yeah.
That's the cool part about that. But yeah, I'm kind of at a happy place with my collection, honestly. Like my goal is to get all of the episode 3 hilts because I have all 3 of the episode 1 now. So I'm almost at a good point of episode 3. Like all I need is Yoda, Sidious, and Dooku. And I have like at least the main ones. You know what I mean? Like Grievous has them, and then there's like the other Jedi in the movie, but at least the main hilts. And then I don't really. I say that now. Maybe time will change my mind, but there's not really much more I want.
There's still about 4 or 5 that I would love to have. I would love to have a Maul staff, Darth Maul staff, and I would just set up for an LGT one. Like I would be cool with that. Just it had to be exact. I would love to have a Scrap Flex. Just because they're fucking, they're awesome, dude.
They are, dude. They really are.
And then I would love to have a Reliance. And probably a Dooku. Yeah, if I had,
there's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of Dooku options in the next year, dude. Because I know SP's doing one. I think I heard whispers of LGT doing one. Maybe Saber. I don't know if you noticed this on Saberforge's website. Because remember how they originally had the Mark 1 and it was like a pretty big size Dooku hilt. Then they had the Mark 2, which everyone was like, oh, it's a lot smaller. If you read it, it says Mark 3 now on their website. It's I think they even made it smaller.
Really?
Yeah. So if I get a Dooku, it's probably see the Count Mark 3. Kind of interesting.
So it's probably like LGT size for real. Like the thin, like the super thin.
Possibly, yeah.
I always wondered if Saber Trio was going to make like a curved hilt.
I'm sure they will at some point. I mean, if you look at how many designs they've actually come out with over the last couple of years, like, I mean, granted, it's not as many as a lot of other places, but for what they do, like they have a pretty good amount of hilts. I don't know. Oh, so that's what I wanted to ask you. How do you like the Solo Guard?
Oh, dude, I freaking love this thing. It's light as a feather and tough as nails.
Sorry, the little one was telling me something.
Yeah. And like this one, when I sent it back initially, I just thought I was gonna get, like all my old stuff from my Vector, and like it's not. It's like it's completely brand new. I got the new speaker, I got the new updated TFX board, which I've got like a couple more sound points I didn't have, and I really enjoy this one, the Shock Baton by Kyberphonic.
Yeah.
And I just put mid-grade blades in here. So like now I can spin the shit out of it. I was using heavy grade blades.
Oh, dude, I don't know how. I mean, I get it because you
Well,
dual. That makes
yeah.
sense. But
That's what I'm saying. I had some mid grade ones, but like they were just like one of them like the tips for the fall off of. So,
Mhm.
and then there's this, which Stony Magnum fucking loves.
Yeah, that's dope, dude.
That quick release cutler from Ultra Sabers.
Yeah, that's sick.
Fucking love that shit, dude. Oh.
Yeah, Jesse
Yeah,
has my sensor right now too, and he did a connection of the two, and it looked pretty dope.
Oh yeah, like a Senza staff.
Yeah,
Ooh. Yeah, that's nice.
yeah. Made me want to get another Senza. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, and maybe get like, because that Senza I have is like very Jedi themed, so like that I would like to get like a dark side
one.
Yeah.
I'm super happy with my solo guard, man. Like, I mean, I just couldn't even believe, a broken Vectra number 2, and I'm just like, these people are gonna block me. And I was like, I would really like to trade this hilt in. And it's like, oh yeah, well, I think we can do that. And I'm like, really?
That's incredible. How long
I was
did you
kind of
have that
grasping at
Vectra
straws.
for? Yeah. How long did you have that Vectra for?
Like 2 years.
That's insane. I can't think of another company that would do that. Like,
I mean, I got it like right before the pandemic. So like I had it all through the pandemic. So I mean, I had it for a long time, but never dueled with it. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know it would break. Then we started filming and stuff again, and I think I used it on the staff like 3 times, and then we went to the waterfall and Blake fucking chop sueyed that son of a bitch, and I was just like, huh? Like, you broke the metal part. I'm like, I don't understand how that happened. And then so I got it back, and I was like, okay, it should be maybe it was just a fluke because I was holding it with one hand and like all the weight. I was like, okay, so if I hold it with 2 hands,
hit at the wrong angle or something.
Yeah, if I hold it with 2 hands, it should be straight. Nope. The very first time I took it out there, snapped again.
Damn.
And I was like, you are fucking kidding me, man. So yeah, I mean, I thought I was devastated the first time. The second time, I was just like, oh my god, I don't know if they're gonna fix it this time, man.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, that's the thing. Like, dueling is part of what these sabers are, and especially if you're buying like the baselit version, like that truly should fall under the warranty of it. It is kind of a faulty design. So that is, I mean, I love that they honored it because a lot of companies, I mean, would be like,
I don't think anybody else would have let me like. They'd have been like, no, we'll fix it for you, but this will be the last time.
Well, I know even like certain installers would probably be like, "No, you're gonna pay." Like, so.
Well, remember I reached out to you and I was like, hey, you think they might, fix Lightsaber? Well, once they found out it was a dueler, they won't touch it.
Really?
Yeah, they won't touch it. I was like, he wants to, swap it out for a CFX, and he wants to keep the base lit so he can duel it. And he's like, hold on. He goes, well, how hard are you going to duel? And I was like, fucking hard. What are you talking about? You should watch our channel. And they're like, nope, sorry. I'm like, I understand. I mean, I get it, but now I just have to send it back to Electrum just to plug in a plug because we can't get to it.
Dude, Electrum, like, I don't like to bash, like I don't have an issue with them, but just their designs and stuff, like their hilts are so cool looking, but their electronics are so weird, dude. Like I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that board that they use.
I mean, it seems cool in theory, like it's
way better to be able to do it all on the hilt itself. It'd be way simpler.
Well, and then you can only put like one font on at a time, right? Is that right?
No, you can put a bunch of fonts on there. It only comes with one font.
Oh, okay, got you.
Which he paid $500 for a baselit saber with one sound font, and I was like, "You only got one?"
Damn.
And like we were talking about it during his unboxing, and I don't know who it was. Somebody was like, "You understand? You can buy more sound fonts." I'm like, "Yeah, but like every saber I've ever bought that has the capacity to hold sound fonts has at least 10."
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, even with
$500, you should get at least 5.
even with
Not
a
just-
factory, stock
Yeah.
Profi, you get like the Teensy Gray Jedi, like
Yeah.
you get a good 8 fonts, and then CFX. I mean, you usually get like 13 to 15 fonts just already, and same with Golden
There's-
Harvest. So
on
that's
my
wild.
my solo guard, I think it has 25.
Wow.
It's got all those it's got all the all those ones that weren't smooth swing in the beginning. They're all smooth swing now, and then it's got like 12 or 13 that K-Sith and Kyber Font did.
Okay.
So I mean, you got some really, really good.
Oh, right. I remember Jesse. Well, yeah, I remember he
Yeah.
was working on those for that. Yeah.
Yeah, and like Alexa,
like
I guess they make their own sound fonts, or maybe they get them from somebody else. But like, they have like on their Saber website, you can buy those sound fonts. But I think they only have like 10. I mean, you should get those. As for $500, that should just be included in the price. Give them all 10.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Well, sound fonts are such a hot topic, dude.
I know, right? We were talking about
It's
that on my
just-
last live stream. Stoney was asking about the whole premium shit. Well, you saw it, but I was like, yeah, that's some shady shit, bro.
That was a shit storm, dude. That was just some dumb shit, man.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing with that, bro, is it's just like charge what you feel you should, but give justifiable reasons. I mean, I'm not even going to throw specific font makers, but we have a couple of font makers out there who, I mean, people don't even realize how much they throw into these fonts, man. Like free updates on these fonts, and like, you know what I mean? Like all of the I mean, you go in there, there's like 700 quotes sometimes, and like the OB series, there was like literally every line of dialogue, available, and like, there's just and they still just charge the same amount. It's not even like, you know what I mean? And so it's like you come out with a font that's not even a canon font, regardless of if it's good or not. It's not even a canon font, and then you charge $20 for it, and then when asked why, you just say because it's premium. That's weird. Like that's not a justifiable. That'd be like me charging people to watch my videos and then being like, well, why are you charging your video? Because it's premium. Like, well, what makes it premium? Yeah, like that just doesn't make sense to me. But again, like, devil's advocate, like, know your worth. Obviously, name your price. Well, how you feel is fair, but understand people are going to ask, like, hey, there are other people that charge, this, that, or the other. And I mean, because there's a wide spectrum of font makers, man. Like, there's so many out there that like none of us have even heard of. And like, I found a Godzilla font like a couple months ago, and I was like, man, that thing is so cool. And I've been in this for 2 years now, and I was like, I've never even heard of this guy. And like, he had a really big fan base, and I was like, oh wow, like, and his font was like $7. So it's like, it's just like, name your price. Obviously, you know what you put into it, but
Brian,
nice premium, dude. Brian's wild, man. But you just understand, like, and that's the thing. Like, these lightsabers are expensive already as it is, bro. I mean, regardless, I mean, we all are in this hobby, and it's cool. And like, some of us can justify dropping 700 and being like, oh, that was a good price, but like, even some people can't afford a $200, $300 Xenopixel, whatever, and it's like, they buy that, and then they got to buy fonts, and it's like, it shouldn't always just be a cash grab, just sometimes just, provide for the community, put something out for the community,
Yeah, I agree with all that you just said.
Like Carter, man, him coming out, like him doing the font thing was totally random. Like one day he was just like, hey dude, I think I'm gonna work on some fonts. And I was like, cool. Like, I don't even know how one would start that, but luckily we have the best font maker in the game as our best friend. So
right,
like, hopefully at least he can set a foundation as far as like show you how to start. And Carter did, man. Like, he literally went in and made us a couple of fonts from scratch, and
and they're all three good.
Yeah, I was like, good for you, bro. Like, that's, and then like, again, he's learning, like, how many hours did you put in? The fact that he already offers a free font, dude, like, that's cool, man. That's really cool. But
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and do the Star Killer one first. That'll be the next attempt.
yeah,
I'm like, okay, I'm not trying to put it on the Xenopixel. I don't know.
yeah,
Either that.
yeah.
Or
That
I mean, I can't. I'm not even gonna try to tackle Prophet. So it'll either have to be my CFX or my Xeno.
yeah. Well, I mean, even look at like Sam from Grayscale, dude. Like, how many of it? I'd say more than half of his catalog is free, dude. And they're like amazing sound fonts. Like, are they canon? No, but and they're so like budget friendly, dude. I think they're like $7-8 each, and I'm like, dude, that's and again, that's what he values them at, and that's what he prices them at, and he also is quite a humanitarian. Just from the times I have talked to him and gotten to know him a little bit more, like. He likes to put stuff out that, he feels like people will enjoy, but that he's happy with too. And
yeah,
that's a cool feeling, man. When you can bless someone else, like truly bless somebody with something like that. To some people, it's like, it's a free font, who cares? But some people can't afford fonts, so like, their whole Saber could be filled with just that, and that's what makes them happy, And so that's just, I don't know, that kind of stuff I'm a sucker for. Is like when I see people actively trying to help people for no other reason than that they want to, like that's those are good people, man.
That it's kind of weird that you just said that. So because I have another small announcement. The Mojo and their graciousness has offered up a lightsaber for a giveaway when Forged by Light hits 1,000 subscribers. And then so I've also said, well, okay, well, we're going to do this. We're going to do it right. We're going to get them up to 800 subscribers, and we're going to give away a Rebel Sabers, one of the ones he won, the Obsidian. It's a I think it's an RGBX core. It's got a brand new blade. It's never been used, and the hilt's been lightly used, but so yeah. So when we hit 1,000 and they get to 800, we're going to do a giveaway.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's huge. I'll make an announcement too. That's cool.
They just come out of the woodwork and they was like, hey, we want to help you guys out. And I'm just like, dude, that's so fucking awesome. I love you.
Yeah.
Dude.
I mean, honestly, both of your guys' channels deserve it for sure. So, yeah, let me know how I can help with that. And I mean, I'll shout you guys out, whatever I can. And I'll blow the dust off my channel.
Yeah. Well, Brian, he sent me a video, he had to send it in sections. He sent it to me through Instagram, but I'm gonna chop it up and I'm gonna post it probably either later on today or maybe tomorrow. So
okay, cool.
And announce it.
How exciting, man!
I know. I was like, really? I was like, that's so cool. Thanks.
I will say though, I think that Brian, like the Mid-Ohio Jedi Order name, I think it's like rigged in other giveaways because that dude wins all the time, dude. And I'm like, there must be like a code in the Matrix that Mid-Ohio Jedi Order, like the way those letters are set up. Because man, there for a while. But no, I'm just kidding. That's just good karma right there. Because he's a great dude, man. So
yeah.
But yeah, man, that just goes to show. I mean, he's won, and he's willing to give back, and they've done a lot of giveaways, and giveaways are a fun thing, man. Like if I was still in a position to where I could do it every 100 subscribers, like I used to be able to, like, oh man, that was my favorite thing. Like gaining subs was fun, but for me, like, blessing someone with a saber like that was always like, and granted, that wasn't always the greatest saber or whatever, but like, oh man, like that was fun. That made it worth it,
I always hope that somebody wins one who doesn't have one. Like that's what I always hope,
Mm-hmm.
Or somebody who still has the Ultra Sabers and they're like, oh, I'm gonna get like something cooler.
yeah, no kidding, man. It's so crazy, Ultra Sabers, man. That seems like a lifetime ago, dude. Like,
I know.
I don't hate Ultra Sabers. Like, I actually have kind of a weird fondness for just the memory of that. Because I remember how fun. Yeah, like that, how fun that was. Like, but I mean, I'm not a fan of the way they treat their employees and like all the other crap within their prices and stuff like that. But just that period reminds me of like meeting all you guys. Cause that's how I'll never forget your first video I ever saw you on was like, it was like nothing else I had seen on YouTube. Like everyone else is like, oh, this saber, it's red and whatever. And I see yours, and your thumbnail is you holding the Spectre from Ultra Sabers, and you're like in a parking lot. And like I click on it, and it's like, "What's up? We're Forged by Light. We're doing here." And like I was like, "What is this? Like this is insane, dude!" And it was, I mean, immediately I was like, "Yeah, dude." It was like immediately got me hooked, man. I was like, "That's so cool." But and I mean, even like Paradigm and like City of Sabers, like all like originally, that's every day I was just watching endless amounts of, because we were stuck at home, the world was burning, so like I was just watching everything I could, man. Everything. So, and it's crazy to see how many people have like fallen off since the beginning, because like do you remember Jedi Master Vega?
I just remember you talking about him. The only video I've ever seen of his was him and Paradigm were going back and forth with mystery boxes.
Okay.
From somebody. So I watched it, and he was like, "All right, Paradigm, it's your turn." I guess they were supposed to like order a mystery box and see who got what and stuff. But,
okay, yeah.
Yeah. He hasn't done it in a while, has he?
No, he stopped pretty much in that first year, I think. But he was that was like my first buddy, man. Him and like Rage. And then these Mid-Ohio dudes were just always around, man. I was like, who are these guys, dude? So, but it's crazy, man. It's such an interesting thing to watch your channel. I mean, it's great to gain subs. Like me, I'm very happy with the community I've built in my own little realm. Like, and there's probably people with a ton more subs, but like me, it's like it's just such a crazy thing to think about. Like we are all individual people. You know what I mean? Like we don't have big companies backing us, or like we're just here, we're just pushing our channel and trying to grow. And, you start off with that first 100 and you hit that first 100 and it's like, wow, like there's 100 people out there that I reached, like, and then you just want to keep going. And then before you know it, you're at 1K, 2K, 3, like, it's just like, it's each sub that comes, it's just such a special thing, because it's like, wow, somebody wants to take time out of their day and watch.
Or you get one of those videos that gets hot and you look and you're like, 10,000 views, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why is this?
Yeah, dude.
You just never know.
Oh, and the only thing I can say about YouTube, dude, is after 2 years of doing YouTube, I know absolutely nothing about it. Because, like, there are some videos where I'm like, oh, man, this one's going to do so well. And I'll get like 200 views.
Me too. And it's like, how come this one didn't hit? Yeah, then you just do some random shit. You didn't even try hard, and it's like 1,500, and it's like,
yeah, you're like, I don't understand what's happening.
Is it wording? Is it the thumbnail? Is it a combination of both?
Yeah, YouTube.
I've recently been trying to put descriptions in. Like I never did that. Now I try to, just put a little something there because
that's me, dude. I'm so like. I go above and beyond on all that, and then afterwards I think about it. I'm like, ain't nobody reading this shit. I don't know.
I know. I don't think I've ever read description like all the way through.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm looking for a website. They said, oh, it's in the description. Okay. Well, maybe I can find that, but I don't know. I
do it in the hopes of like, if somebody has a question about something, I could be like, hey, it's in the description. But dude, I mean, it doesn't matter. People still, I'll literally have the name of this hilt will be like, DV3 gold, install Golden Harvest by Saber Merchant.
What hilt is that?
And they'll be like, is that baselit? And I'll be like, no, it's in the title. It's Xenopixel. And they're like, oh, who installed it? And I'm like, the Saber Merchant. And they're like, oh. What kind of board is in that? And I'm like, God damn, dude! Like it just,
I know.
Read the
makes me want to send them the fucking Benji video. Watch the entire video.
Watch the video, dude. Watch the video.
Every second,
dude. It's like I don't know why you even get on if you're not going. Oh God, dude. It is, dude. Honestly, Brian is like one of the first people I remember on my channel that like I can remember commenting and stuff. So he's been there for, I mean, you too, obviously, but like, just from the beginning, dude. I want to say like first 8 to 10 subs, Brian was there, dude. Like, who the hell are these guys, man? And you look at them now, dude. like Jim, like him with his saber swinging, dude.
Jim
I'm
is
just
so good
proud of him,
spinning
dude.
now. It's crazy.
Yeah, dude, it's wild.
You know, it's weird when I first started like really like watching like other people's stuff, because like I watched Sidious, and there was a guy named Prowl 1701. He was
I know
like
him.
he was Ultra Sabers and Saberforge, and then this other guy Rebel Chumps, and he doesn't do it no more either. He does like paintball videos now, airsoft videos and shit like that. But like I started finding you and Paradigm, and then and Stony, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna like I'm gonna comment on all these videos, because like I really enjoy what you guys were making.
Yeah.
Who knew it would turn into what it is now?
I know. I know, man.
It's so crazy.
It's crazy because like then it goes past just like we know each other on YouTube, or like because then it gets like personal. We add each other on Facebook, and like actually care about like, even like you reaching out for me for this, that touched me, dude. Like I'm not gonna lie, like the people in this community have gone above and beyond to make sure I'm okay right now, because I don't think it was much of a secret how bummed I am and was that I was not able to go. But God, man, like I even like Jake from Gin and Tonic called me on my phone yesterday to check on me. Like, man, I was like, it's just this community. It's a good thing, man. And like nobody's obligated. You know what I mean? Like everyone could see I was sad and be like, oh, tough shit. He didn't get to go on his trip. You know what I mean? But like, people are like, no, we could see our friend is hurting. Like let's reach out, and that's something you can't put a price tag on. So
well, it comes full circle, man. I mean, you got a lot of us like helped us get through the pandemic when we were all stuck at home doing those live streams every Friday night. Like I so looked forward to those. That one time he's like, "Oh, we're not doing this week," and I'm just like, "What?" I'm like, "Damn, bro, come on." What the hell am I gonna do now?
Those first live streams, man, those were fun, man. Those were, and I didn't have anyone on. I didn't even know how to add anyone onto a stream, so I was just doing those, just me and Mama. But
I thought you had to have 1,000 subscribers to even do that. Like I didn't know you could just do it.
Yeah, we found that out by accident.
Subscribers to do it from your phone, I think is what it is, like from a mobile device. But
okay.
I was like, well, hell, I could do it.
Well, back then you had to have at least 1,000 subs, I think, to get the community posts. I'm pretty sure.
It's not that much now, because I think
it's like 500 now, I think.
Is that what is it? 500? Yeah, because I've got that.
Which is cool. That's a great resource, man. Like if you ever because that was the thing. If I ever had to make a communication, I'd have to make a video. So like that's just great to be like, hey, can't do it today or whatever, and at least that lets people know, what's going on. But yeah, man, like, and it's cool. Like me, I need to find like my balance of how to be a content creator, because like me, I just overexert myself sometimes, and like I get so into it, and like I'm like hyper and happy, but like obviously I have a social meter, you know what I mean? Like I like sometimes my gas tank is full, and then like sometimes I'm just like I can't do it today. Like I just don't have the oomph to be Ravens today, So like but yeah, like as you look at some people like Koopa, right? Like Koopa doesn't necessarily upload all that often. But when he uploads, people are like, man, like they're excited to go see him. And like, that's a great, and like, even like Stony, you know what I mean? Like he goes through his phases where like he'll upload kind of consistently, and then he'll kind of slow. But I mean, every time he uploads, it's like, I gotta go see what he's up to. Like, what is he doing? So I need to find like my balance in that, like, and not overdo it to where I don't want to upload for months, because that's kind of where I'm at right now. Like I'm like, I need to. I literally have my camera has been down there like for at least a month, dude, maybe even 2. And I was like, damn. But a lot of it's just free time too. I've been super busy at work. Like my job has been insane, dude. So like when I get home, I'm like, I have nothing, and then I have to still have some in the tank because I have 2 little ones and a wife. So it's
right. That's also like, I'm pretty sure it's goes for everybody. That you creativity can also be ebbs and flows. Like, you might have 17 ideas, and then you might have like, I have no idea what could I make. There's just nothing coming to mind, and then all of a sudden,
right,
boom, something might hit you like, oh, maybe I could do that.
Yeah.
But then, like you said, you got work, you got family time. And, the wife wants me to then build a fucking damn perimeter around the fire pit with stones and rocks, and I'm just like, okay, well, I won't be making no videos today.
Yeah, man, and what the heck. My son, I guess, was just in here because my freezer door just opened up by itself.
No.
Okay, you brat, you scared me.
But I was trying to get you an ice cream.
Oh, thank you. I don't want one though.
But can I?
If you can reach one.
Okay.
You're crazy. Oh my god. Just give me a couple minutes. I'll get you one, okay?
Let's say, is he building the makeshift ladder to get ice cream?
Dude, you scared me. So over the last couple of months, like, I don't want him to hear this. Go to your room. I'm pretty sure my new apartment is haunted, dude. I'm like, it's been creepy. Like, I don't know. And like, of course, I've been home more than ever now. So like, leading up to me being here now, like, I have no choice. My work, like, they're rebuilding everything on the inside of it. So I had been stuck at home for like 3 weeks prior to that. So I've been here, you know what I mean? And like,
Yeah.
Just like shit has been happening, dude. Like, and I'm like, I'm not someone that gets creeped out. Like, even like when I do, like, I've had so much ghost and crazy shit happen in my life. Like, I'm just used to it. But like, dude, there are like sometimes where like no one's home and I see like, because our hallway here, like if you go down it, our rooms are across from each other.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I see someone like going back and forth, and it's like no one's home. And I'm like, okay, I'll just keep, and then like one day I was filming and because obviously I have this set up and like, I swear I saw someone right here watching and I turned and like, there was no one there. And I was like, so now we have these Halloween decorations up and I'm like it keeps like, I'm like,
keeps fucking with you. He's like, what
God damn
it?
But yeah, dude, it's, and then like the kids' toys just go off by themselves in the room. And I'm like, okay, like,
You need to burn some sage, man.
Dude, the funny thing is my mom, like my mom's like old school Christian. Like I had her come over because I was like, I pray a lot and stuff, but I was like, there's more strength in prayer together and stuff, whatever. And so she came over and we prayed over everything, and it's still kind of, it's not scary necessarily. Like I said, it doesn't feel like ominous, but like I just feel there's something. But what's weird is these apartments are pretty new. So like, I don't know if like whoever lived here before left negative energy here or like what, but like it's pretty wild.
You need to burn some sage, cleanse the area.
I mean, I burn a type of herb, you know what I mean? It's just not that one. So
Yeah. Oh yeah, right. Hey, that'll work too now.
Yeah, I do it outside though. So, but
that also might be why you're seeing shit.
It could be.
That's that good.
Dude, makes me laugh because like here it's legal now, right? Like it's 100%. Like it basically gets treated here like alcohol. So like you can go to the dispensaries and buy it, and like obviously in moderation, you can only have so much, and there's a lot. It's legal, but at the same time there are rules with it.
Right.
Well, our neighbors that live like this way from us, they just smoke their apartment out like crazy. And so like if we ever turn our air on or anything, like it just like comes flying through our vents and like our whole apartment reeks, dude. And so like I'm trying not to be like a Karen and be like, like because I obviously I partake, but I'm like, I have kids, like you smoking my apartment out, like. But now like it's legal, so like there's really not much I can say or do, so it's like, just go to your balcony, like, god damn it.
An old school trick, you could do, I don't know how much it would help, but you could take off your vent covers, because isn't that what's above your head up right there?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Put a dryer sheet right there.
Oh yeah.
And it might help a little bit. I don't know how much, but you know.
Yeah. And then I
Hey,
think
you gotta
somebody
have
said
the air.
something. Yeah, somebody said something about getting
A charcoal filter. or something?
air filter changed out or something. So I was like, yeah. But dude, the weather has changed so drastically here. It's freezing now. Like it went from like hot summer. We don't have like in betweens. Like it goes from one to the next. Like
Yeah.
so.
I've
now
got
it's,
some
like,
weird weather here
freezing.
too. It was like 2 days ago it was like 80, and then it was like one day it was like the next day it was like 67, and then I went to work yesterday and I got up and it was 35. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, that's why my nose and shit was running yesterday. That's why I couldn't, like, my allergies, like weather change, my allergies are just like,
Yeah, same.
It takes a whole day like to get used to it. And my nose was running like a faucet, dude. And I was like, oh, stop, please.
Dude, I know. I have had the worst luck over the last like 2 months because I had COVID. This is like back to back to back. So I had COVID, I had the flu, and then I had strep like a week ago.
Jesus.
And so like my throat had been continuously like raw for like a month. And so after I healed up, Shannon, are you drinking? Yeah. Yep. I know this is an impromptu coffee with Raven. So but yeah, so my throat had been messed up for so long that when it was finally like healing up, I felt like I had something in the back of my throat, and like it's kind of gross, but like I felt like I couldn't hack it up, like couldn't figure out what it was. And it was so big that like I felt like I was choking on it sometimes, and I was like, what the hell is this? And I would tell Sarah, like, do you see anything in the back of my throat? And she'd be like, there's nothing there. And I'm like, there's no way you don't see something, because it's huge. Like I can feel it touching my tongue. And so finally one morning I got so frustrated, like I went in the mirror and I looked, and I was like, because as I was breathing, I could feel it moving, right?
Oh,
so I
damn.
did that. I looked in the mirror, and as I did, it was my freaking uvula, the thing in the back of your throat. It was so swollen that it was like
touching the
like in my throat. Yeah.
What the fuck?
So then I Google it because I'm like, is this normal? And it's like, yeah. So apparently, like if you have certain like traumas to your throat, including strep, you can get something called uvulitis, where it just grows massive, and that's what happened. So like it was literally like I had like a second tongue in my throat. Like it was, oh my god, it was so uncomfortable.
That is crazy.
So then I heal up from that, and then boom, my knee gives out, and I'm like, I'm done. Like I'm not meant to go on this trip. Like it's just not gonna happen.
Oh,
where's Cole when I need him? Why? Why? What's going on with Cole? What do you need Cole for?
I have no idea what
This
that
kid.
reference.
He literally, look at this. He got himself an ice cream.
Oh, there you go.
He is so resourceful, bro. It's great. I'm glad because I can't walk, so I'm glad he did it.
Well, I knew when I heard him say, "What can I have one?" And he was like, "Well, you can get to one." I was like, "There's nothing going to stop that child from getting ice cream."
Yeah, it's birthday ice cream, huh?
Yep.
Because your birthday just happened a couple weeks ago, huh?
Yeah. It's on October 2nd.
October 2nd, yeah. He's crazy, dude. But yeah, man, it's been a wild last couple of months. And then, dude, like TV has been so interesting lately because, like, Lord of the Rings, I know a lot of people didn't like it. It took a while for me to get into it, but like towards the end, I was like, oh, this got interesting, you know, like it got a little more action packed and stuff.
The
House of the
movies
Dragon,
or this show?
the new show, the new.
See, I hadn't even watched it yet. People are saying it's
honestly,
terrible, but I'm
a
going to
lot of
watch
people.
it.
Yeah, like if you're very knowledgeable about Lord of the Rings, you probably won't enjoy it so much. Like me,
Oh yeah,
I'm like mid tier with Lord of the Rings. Like I know a certain amount, like, but I don't know a ton. But towards the end, like the action kind of started to pick up. So that's why, like me, I'm a sucker for like battle scenes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like House of the Dragon, the new Game of Thrones show, has been like insane. Like it's been so good, right? And then She-Hulk has just been garbage. Like it has been so bad, dude. Like we gave up on that show. Like we literally were streaming it every week, and then Carter was just like, "I'm not gonna waste my time with this show anymore." Like, and I'm like, I
Did
don't
you not
blame
finish
you.
it?
No, I did. Sadly, I did finish it.
Oh,
and-
there's only like 3 episodes that I liked. Like,
yeah,
the
seriously.
first one was cool. It had the Hulk in it. I liked the one with the Daredevil, and then I liked the one, like the one before that, where she gets pissed off because they're showing off, they're having sex with that dude.
Oh,
She's like,
yeah.
I'm like, oh, here we go. Get pissed off, girl. Start tearing shit up.
Because you would
And all
think,
the rest
right?
of
Like,
it is
at some point, it's like she just has such firm control of her power, like, and it's like, no, like you're still a Hulk, like you're gonna have moments of rage, like, but it's just like, no, we're gonna focus on how hard it is to be a woman, and it's just like, dude, I don't know, I don't have a hat in that ring, like I assume it is hard to be a woman, but like. That's not like this show. Like you could have made that into one episode and moved on with it. This every week they had to make a point to say how stupid men were, and every episode it was like, dude, okay, come on, like whole description of it. Oh, dude, I know it was bad. It was not fun. But yeah, but Andor has been kind of 50-50. It's been, those last couple episodes were good, and then last night's was like. Feel like we hit a wall again of just like, god damn, it got boring.
Yeah.
So I kind
of feel like She-Hulk is a show. Like like for what the show is supposed to be, I think that's kind of what it's supposed to be. A chick who got superpowers is also a lawyer. So I kind of see where they went with that. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, you could have condensed all that into about 2 episodes instead of 6.
Yeah, dude, and
same thing with Andor. It's like all this stuff that you're like slowly grinding out. That could have been 2 episodes instead of 4.
But dude, I mean, like, okay, even that plot point, right? Like, they could have made a sick lawyer series, right? Where like, it's her versus Matt Murdock the whole series, and it's like, they don't know that each other are who they are, and then like by night their partners like fighting crime or whatever. Like there's just so much they could have done with that, and it's like. Yeah, but this one was like, no, she's gonna fight someone over someone suing her for her name, and it was like, oh my god, dude.
Yeah, that one was stupid.
And then there was the episode where she was at the wedding, and she's like, "It's just Jen," and I was like, "Oh Lord, dude, I can't do it." But. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little burnt out on Marvel right now. I'm not gonna lie. Like I want them to kind of refocus a little bit and get back to shit that matters a little bit. Like it just seems like they're kind of all over the place.
I don't know when it's gonna come out, but I'm fucking stoked for the 2nd season of Loki.
Yeah,
I want that. And then like if they're gonna do a season 2 of What If, definitely want to see that. And then then I'm ready for some movies. I'm ready to get back into the movies.
Oh yeah, Black Panther too. Woof, that looks so good, dude. That looks so good.
And I know, are you a big DC fan too?
I am
super hyped for Black Adam. It looks so good.
I am a DC Comics fan, but I am not for the movies at all. I can't do it.
Yeah, I think Black Adam's going to be a really good movie though.
That looks more interesting than anything they've been putting out.
Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah. Yeah. I'm also ready to get. I'm ready for what's it called? Tales of the Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
think it comes out. What isn't it like? Is it next week?
I think so. Yeah, it's coming up here real soon.
Yeah, I'm super hyped for that one.
Yeah.
God for Andor.
Yeah, like Andor's, I think it'll get a lot more interesting. I don't think that this show needed 16 episodes. Like that to me is like, I get Bad Batch vibes from it a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, like, but I don't know. That's so funny because everyone's so hyped for Bad Batch season 2. Like they're like, the trailer looks so good. I'm like, dude, the trailer for the first season looked amazing too. Like, and it just wasn't like, I don't know.
I thought the Bad Batch was okay, but it seemed quite repetitive though. It's the same.
Oh yeah, dude, it was the same formula every week.
Yeah, and on a different planet.
Well, and that's the thing too. Is it's like I get like that's not terrible, but it's like I was expecting like covert ops, like, black ops type team that was going to be like on the run every week. And like, then they just inserted this Omega character, and it was just like, okay, this is what it's all going to be about. It's just her. Like, it's just, I don't know. It wasn't what I was expecting, because the Bad Batch bits in the final season of Clone Wars, I love that arc, dude. Where they're with Anakin and like Rex and them, like that is so sick. Like,
yeah.
And that's kind of what I thought was going to happen. I thought they were maybe going to pair up with like a Jedi, we didn't, somebody, and then, be on the run or whatever. But no, I'm just going to save this little girl every every week, dude. It's like, damn.
I kept half expecting Crosshairs to freaking kill one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, is he gonna actually get one of them?
It seemed like it, yeah.
And then he was like, and then he never did, and now it looks like he's kind of back with them a little bit. I guess he's gonna be back with them.
God, I don't even really remember. I need to kind of rewatch.
Well, I mean, they were all there left standing at the very end on Camino.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I know. I don't know if you like shop like Disney store or anything like that very much, but Disney does these like figurine sets like for pretty much everything they put out, and they're like this. They don't really move. They're just kind of like like little statue type. But there's usually like a whole set for whatever. And so I had gotten one from the Kenobi series, and it looks like great. Like they're it's like Kenobi, Vader, all the Inquisitors. Like it's pretty cool. And then I get notified every time like a new set comes out. And so there's a Bad Batch one that came out, and they look really cool. Like the figure set looks actually, and like even Omega is in like has her little bow, and I was like, oh, that's cool. But I was like, oh my God, Brian. This dude's crazy. But I don't know. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna buy that set. I'll have to wait and see. I think what bums me out about them is that, do you remember Republic Commando?
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. Like, to this day, I'm like, why didn't we just get a series about them? Like, I don't. Like, it's the same team, essentially. Like, you have the badass, you have the kind of like Michelangelo looking, like, you have the Ninja Turtle, basically, of like, them, So I was like, I don't understand why we didn't just get them, but I don't know.
You never know. They may still do something like that.
I wish, dude. Oh man,
I don't even know what that is. I can't see it.
It's just laughing emojis.
Oh, is that what? How come I don't?
Yeah,
how come I can't see it. It's just like squares.
I don't know.
Did I tell you my computer's stupid?
Yeah, dude. Republic Commando. That game was. Yeah. I wish they would remake that game, dude. That game was so much fun.
I just recently got my Xbox 360 back from my daughter because, like, I had a TV it had lines to it, and like it was still under warranty because I got like the extended warranty. So I went and got me a new TV, but I got to keep that one. And her old TV was a flat screen, but it wasn't smart. So and she was using my Xbox to like watch Netflix and shit.
Yeah,
360. So I took her that TV and put it on her wall, and she's like, "I'm getting rid of this." And I'm like, "Well, you're just gonna give it back to me then if you're gonna get rid of it."
Yeah.
She's like, "Okay." So I only have 2 games for it. I've got the old college football, like the last one they made, like a Star Trek game. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go get fucking Force Unleashed and start playing Force Unleashed again.
Oh yeah, dude, you should. You absolutely should, dude. That'd be cool.
I missed that game.
What's cool is that I've been an Xbox Live member for so long that like I've had the same account for 15 years at least. Mm-hmm. So every game that I've bought digitally, I have, like, they follow me through every console I have. So I have all those games. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. I was playing. I don't know if you ever played Left 4 Dead, the zombie game.
No, I haven't. But
dude, it's as basic of a zombie game as you like. There's not really a story. Like you're
survive.
There's 4 survivors. You start off, you get a health pack, and you pick from a different types of guns. And you just power through, you know what I mean? And like, that's it. And oh my God, there's so much fun. But I forgot I owned those, and so I downloaded them the other day and started playing it. I was like, man, this is fun.
Yeah.
Game
I don't even
night
hardly
stream, hell
play
yeah.
my Xbox One anymore. I mean, I've got Battlefront and I've got Fallen Order 1, UFC 3, Dragon Ball Fighters. I got 2 NBA 2Ks, Grand Theft Auto, Halo 5, Titanfall, and Sea of Thieves. I've never actually played Sea of Thieves. Blake gave it to me.
Oh yeah,
I've
one
never
of my
played
buddies
it.
was trying to get me into that game too.
I've never played it, but I got my 360 and I played the football game for about 3 hours.
Dude,
I was like, oh, I forgot how fun this was.
old school football games actually used to be a lot of fun, man. I don't really like a lot of the new Maddens and stuff. They're too much.
I was never a huge. I played the Madden. Don't get me wrong. I've still got a digital copy of one of those Maddens on my Xbox. I couldn't even tell you which one it is. Probably like 18 or 19, something like that. But like the college football, I used to buy every year, and then they quit making it because of the licensing. Because the players weren't getting paid, and I was devastated. I was like, what the fuck? So I've been playing NCAA 14. Until I got my Xbox One, and it's not backwards compatible, so I couldn't play it. And then, my daughter had my Xbox, and I was like, well, I'm not getting rid of it because you never know. So, yeah, I played it like 3 hours last night, or the other night.
There used to be this game on the 360, and it was called I don't even remember. But it was such a simplified version of football, and it was like super cartoony. And like on defense, it was like 5-on-5. So like on offense, it was like you have one lineman, like a center.
Are you talking about Blitz?
No, it wasn't Blitz. It was, because I know what Blitz is, but it was like, I'll have to find it. Watch, I'll Google it. But yeah, it was like a center, it was a quarterback, and then you had like one running back, and then
like
whichever
5-on-5 drills.
Yeah, basically. And you had like a one wide receiver, and like if you have a tight end, whichever of your players were like more famous, you know what I mean? And then on defense, you'd have one defensive lineman, a middle linebacker, 2 corners, and a safety, and that was it. And oh my god, it was so much fun.
I don't think I've ever even seen that before.
Let me see if I can find it.
Madden 04.
Oh god, dude, that's so long ago.
Yeah. I used to play the shit out of some Blitz, though, dude. Used to love playing that game.
Oh yeah, dude, Blitz was so much fun.
Oh, NFL Street? Is that what you're talking about?
No.
No, okay.
I'm trying to see if I can find it.
Mojo popped it up there. I didn't know if that was it. I don't think I ever played NFL Street.
It wasn't a very well-known game. I know that because I showed one of my buddies, and he was making fun of me at first for it, and then we started playing, and he was like, dude, this is so much fun. I'm like, I know, dude, it's so weird. Like, oh, that's gonna bug me. Watch, I won't be able to find it, and then it's gonna bug the You're gonna get a text from me one night at like 3 a.m. and be like, "This is it. This is it."
So I mean, it sounds like it's kind of like NBA Jam, only it's
very similar.
Like not like was the NBA Jam was like 2-on-2, 2-on-2 or 3-on-3, 2-on-2, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, he's on fire. That was a fun game too. That's like I was talking to Blake the other night. We were talking about games, and I was like, dude, it's like I just can't get into a lot of these new games because for one reason, my Xbox memory is so small. I can only have like 3 or 4 games installed at once. So like if I get I just want to play whatever. Well, it's not installed. Well, I can't even play it till the next day because it takes so damn long for my shit to install.
On your Xbox One?
Yeah. My Wi-Fi is not like super fast. I've been thinking about getting it upgraded, but I haven't yet. But I miss the days where I want to play a fucking game. I just fucking put the disc in, and like 4 minutes later, I'm playing it. Like I miss that.
Yeah.
That's like I was even talking to Blake about. I was like, I'm thinking about getting a PlayStation 2 and just go and buy a bunch of old games, like all my old favorites.
Yeah.
But
I'm somebody too, dude, that like once I get something in my head from my past and I'm like obsessed and I want to play it, I won't stop. Like I'm
Right.
like I'll start going through eBay. We have a couple of retro video game shops here. I'll go hit them up and ask them where I can find it, and then like I'll get it, I'll play it for like a month, and then I just store it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
as long as I know I have it, like I'm fine.
Yeah.
But
If you get
until I
that
have
itch
it,
again, you can go back there and get it. Yeah.
well, I was just telling Carter, I'm actually currently going through that because you've played the old school Battlefront games, right? Like on the old consoles, like Battlefront 1 and 2, like the old school.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you know this, but like there's an old Lord of the Rings style game like that too. So you can pick like you can either be like a swordsman, a bowman.
Talking about Mordor or
it's
Shadows?
called like Lord of the Rings Conquest, I think is what it's called.
Oh, okay.
But it's just like Battlefront. You pick your classes, you go, you win battle like positions, and like if you do well enough, you unlock a hero, and you could be like Gandalf or Aragon or whatever. But the cool thing about that game, so the cool thing about that game is there's a what if of if Frodo like slips and doesn't destroy the ring. So then the ring wraiths kill Frodo, take the ring, and they bring Sauron back. And there's like a campaign backwards of like all the places that the good guys won in the movies. You go back and reconquer them. And like literally everything, like Gondor, Rohan, like you go through all of them again. And then at the end of the game, you go as like Sauron through the Shire, and you're just like massacring like all these hobbits, dude. It's insane. Like it's such a fun game. But I can't find it. Like I don't have a 360 anymore, and that's the only console it's available for. So I have to, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go buy a 360 and then find the game. And so, but I'm gonna do it. Like it's definitely gonna happen.
Yeah. Dude, I wish I still had all my old consoles. I mean, at one point when I was younger, I had a Sega Genesis, a PS2, a Super Nintendo, an N64, a TurboGrafx 16, and a Dreamcast all at the same time. Hooked up to 2 different TVs on a big ass shelf in my room.
Yeah, that's me, dude. Like at one point I had a PlayStation 2, a Switch. I had the original Xbox 360 and a One, and I had a Super Nintendo. So like I had a lot. But now all I have is not all, but I have a Switch, the original Xbox, which I'll never get rid of. I have 2 Xbox Ones, and then I think that's it.
Yeah. I've got one of those little Sega Genesises that like it's got like pre-uploaded games into it and stuff. It actually also has like the cartridge drive, but
okay.
I was thinking about maybe trying to take that in and because there's like a video game store, like a retro one, like you're talking about, in one of the malls in Chattanooga, and I've been thinking about taking it and see if I could trade in for either a Nintendo 64. There were a lot of old games I used to play on that, or maybe I could trade that in and then pay a little bit of money and get a PS2.
You know who, and the Mojo Boys would probably know a little bit better than me, but Jeremy from the Saber Merchant, that's the other thing he does is he restores old school games and consoles. So
really?
You might want to reach out to him. He does a lot of cool trade-ins and stuff like that of different things. So maybe if there's an old Saber you want to get rid of, or I don't know. Like he's a very cool guy, dude. So I would reach out to him and ask him. He does some cool stuff.
Okay.
I found that game. So it's called NFL Madden Arcade. Let's see
Dude, I've never heard of that before in my life.
Like there's if you can see the build of like the defensive linemen are like all huge, and it'll tell you like the time frame it was because it's Ray Lewis, Mark Sanchez, Ocho Cinco, Darren McFadden, like you know what I mean. Like so, it was like early 2010s. Yeah, but that game was fun, dude.
I missed that.
Was a lot of fun.
I don't know. You know what? That was probably early 2010s. I mean, I had a 360 at that time. I don't know. I guess I just missed that.
Yeah, I never saw a physical copy of it. I actually bought the digital copy of it through like Xbox Live. But yeah, dude, I just parted with. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. I thought that's what he said.
Damn.
Yeah, dude, he's the one that did this. My Vader here, dude. He did a really good job on the install too. He's a great guy, man.
That's the
Super
same
nice.
guy that he does the Zero, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a guy. Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, super nice guy. I love video games, so dude, like I don't have as much time as I wish I did for video games, but
Yeah, that's me.
I love it, and like it's great because like even like my wife loves it because like it keeps my older son entertained, you know. And there's sometimes I'm like, maybe you shouldn't watch me play this one because I'll be playing like Resident Evil 8, dude, and it's like them turning into these horrible Dude, this kid makes me laugh though. Because I can show him all that gory stuff, right? Like me not thinking one day, I showed him Alien vs Predator, and like I was like, yeah, you know, that seems like a cool, you know. And then the first scene of the alien busting out of the chest, you know, and I was like, oh shit, I probably shouldn't be showing him this. He loved it. Like it doesn't affect him at all.
He was like, yeah.
Yeah. But then yesterday, I have this like toy of like a king cobra, right? And he was saying something about him not being afraid of snakes or something, right? And I was like, buddy, daddy is only afraid of two things in this world. Like one is heights and two is snakes. Like I don't mess with snakes. And so he didn't understand. He's like, why? Because he just imagines a toy, you know?
Yeah.
So I showed him a video of like how big king cobras are and how they move and stuff, and that they eat other snakes. And dude, he was like, that was the first time in his 5 years of life where he was like, Daddy, can you turn this off? Can you turn this off? And I was like, really? I was like, this is what's freaking you out. I was like, damn. He was like, now he won't even go near that toy either. He's like, he doesn't. He thinks it's real.
It's a good thing to be scared of though with snakes, man.
Oh my god, dude!
I don't like snakes.
here.
I don't like spiders. I don't like anything with more than 4 legs. Bugs. I don't like no.
Bugs. See, my dad growing up, my dad owns a pest control business, and so I was never allowed to be like I have to be conscious and like aware of like what bugs to be careful of, but I was never allowed to be afraid of bugs. But snakes is like,
I'm not necessarily afraid of them. I just don't care for them.
Oh no, I don't blame. I mean,
like the
spiders
are
terrifying, dude. Yeah,
I got bit by a spider, dude, and I've got like a chunk out of my damn eyebrow up here because I put heat on it and like it heated up the poison and fucking ate through my skin.
Yep, it
so
boiled
like,
it up.
Fuck a spider, bro.
Yeah,
I don't.
My dad had pet tarantula, a rose tarantula, and he had an emperor scorpion, and he had them in because they're like mortal enemies, right? They hate each other. He had them in a glass cage where like they had just one window between them, and constantly they would just be charging at the glass, like trying to get to each other any time of day too. Like they were just, it was insane, dude. And I was like, God damn, I hated them, dude. And then one time we thought the tarantula died because it wasn't moving. And we were like, I was like, thank God, dude. Like one of them died. Like, and then we watched it, my brother and I, dude. It like it was on its back like this, and the middle part of it just ripped open, and a bigger spider fell out of it. It molted out of it, and it was even bigger. And we were like, hell no, dude. We were like, no way.
Shed its skin or what?
Yeah,
what the...
they molt and they get even bigger, dude. Like, ugh. We're such jicks, because we put the skin of that spider in my sister's shoe.
No.
Oh God!
Oh,
no wonder she hates us. Yeah, those are good times. But yeah, I don't know, dude. Pets are cool and all, but I just don't have like I have kids already. You know what I mean? So like, I already don't have the patience to like everything I have gets burnt out with them. So like a pet afterwards is like, we've tried it a couple times. We had a little dog. She was too much. We had the turtle at the other apartment. That turtle was just like so temperamental. It wasn't eating. I was spending, you see, when I'm a pet owner, I'm that pet owner that like I buy my pets like expensive, like the best kinds of food. And like, I make sure I take good care of them. and this turtle just wasn't eating, bro. And I was buying her like these caterpillars. They were like this freaking big. They're all fat and juicy. They're like $8 a caterpillar, bro. But she wasn't eating them, so I was just like, "Fuck this turtle, get rid of it, dude. I hate this." So now my son wants a dog so bad, and I'm like,
I love a little dog. I've got a little Maltese, you know, fun, dude.
I love dogs, dude.
I'll be devastated when he dies. He's getting older, and like he's kind of a money pit. Like 6 or 8 months ago, he fucked his back up, dude. Now I thought he was gonna die. Like he couldn't fucking like he'd always walk like with his back hunched up. He wasn't eating, lost a bunch of weight, and I was like, "Fuck, dude, please don't die." Like I was devastated. But he made a miraculous comeback. He was on painkillers for like 8 weeks, and like
oh my god, dude.
Yeah, like mostly like kennel rest, and like he healed up, and now he's like 9% normal where he used to be. He's not quite as energetic and stuff, but and like he has to have he don't hardly have any teeth because like he had like terrible teeth, so he had to have a bunch of them taken out. So he has to eat like the cold, the dog food you get like in the refrigerator, like the fresh pet.
Yeah,
I'm like, you bougie ass dog,
dude, for real. I had I don't know if you'll be able to see this too much. That was my dog right there. So
yeah,
he was such a big dog, dude. So he was red heeler cattle dog mix, and so they warned us because we got him from the pound, and they're like, you know, red heelers can be super aggressive. Like you got to be careful. Like they literally nip at your heels, and like you got to be careful with them. He was not like he was the calmest. Like my whole family loved this dog, right? Like I picked a great dog. So he had these like dinosaur spots on his back. So I named him Reptar from the Rugrats. I don't know if you remember. Yeah.
yeah.
And so he was the family dog. Like when I moved out, my dad like had to have a talk with me. He was just like, I know he's your dog, but like you can't take him. Like this is his home. Like, you know, like so that was tough, but he survived like long enough for me to like, you know, me and Sarah started dating, and then we got married and we had Josiah, but he got really sick towards the end. He couldn't like when you were saying that, it sort of reminded me of, but like he couldn't walk. So like his back legs he couldn't do anything with it. So he could sit on his front 2 paws, like up like this, but he couldn't move.
Yeah.
So one day, like we noticed his stomach got like massive, like something was going on. So we took him, my dad and I had to get him on like a tarp and like carry him. We took him to the animal hospital, and they did x-rays on him and everything. So he had a huge cancerous tumor in his stomach that had just grown out of control, and his spine essentially had like snapped. So he couldn't walk. And so like hearing that, dude, was like devastating. So they're like, you know, we're gonna have to put him down or whatever. So I remember I was like, oh god, like because I had already had a bad year. Like my grandma had just passed away, and like I just had a bad year. And so they're like, does anyone want to stay in here with him? And of course everyone was like, no, like we can't. And then my dad even was like, he started crying. He's like, I can't do it. So I was like, you know, he's my dog, so I'll do. I'm not gonna leave him alone. Yeah. And so everyone left, and I just held him, and I could just feel how tense he was. Like he was just in so much pain. So they give him 2 shots. They give him like one that just like essentially gets them to like calm, like kind of fall asleep essentially. And then the second one is what actually like makes them pass away. Yeah. That first shot, dude, as soon as they hit him, it was like a pink one. I think it hit his bloodstream. I felt his tenseness just go away, and I was like, man, he was suffering so much. And then he died, and I was just like, oh god. I was like, and I just tried to hold it together as best as I could, because everyone is like, you know, when you're like trying not to cry, and then everyone asks you like, are you okay? And then you're like, no. And I was like, yeah. So I walked out, and then everyone's like I think someone asked me how'd it go, and I'm like, he's dead, if that's what you're asking. Like, I don't know what to say. But yeah, dude, that was losing pets. That's kind of, I think, part of why I don't want to go through it again. Is because like I don't. That was rough. That one was rough. So
I had a very similar experience. I had an outside dog, and he had I didn't. I mean, I never noticed it. And like one day, I was like, what the hell's wrong with your stomach, dude? And like he had like a huge fucking growth, and I was like, fuck. So like I take him off the chain, and I put him in my truck, and try to be real careful, big enormous damn thing hanging off his damn stomach.
Yeah.
And I get like 10 minutes down the road, dude, and he just fucking dies in the truck.
Oh my god, dude.
Fucking dude, I was squalling like a fucking 2-year-old little girl. Oh, dude, I was devastated. And I just turned around and took him back home. My wife's like, she's like, what happened? And I was like, he fucking died in the truck. I was like, get the shovel. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna bury him right now. I'm gonna do it. It was getting dark. I mean, like I fucking dug a hole in the ground in about 15 minutes, dude. I was so distraught.
Yeah.
And I just covered him. I put him in a bag, covered him up, and then put his house on top of it, so nothing could get to him,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But dude, that was fucking rough, dude.
It's
But
crazy.
I also had the little
don't-
dog at the time. Like that kind of helped me get through it because I still had a pet.
Yeah, and
So, I think
they
I always
can
wanted
sense
that.
how much like sadness you have, and
Yeah.
like it affects them too because they obviously were bonded with that dog too. So like,
Yeah.
Oh, that's rough, dude. I'm sorry. I know. I saw the other day that Paradigm's cat had passed, and I was like, you could see how sad he was. I was like,
Yeah,
damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
That's the worst, dude. You don't realize how attached you get to those little things, man, and then you're like, when they're gone, it's like, because you don't think about it, you're like, oh shit, like he's not even here anymore. Like,
Yeah, like I said, like when my little dog in here dies, dude, fuck, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know.
That's why you just got to go buy a saber, dude. Just buy a
Right?
saber. Take your mind off of it. Yeah, dude.
Hopefully
Yeah,
he's got
so-
some years left though. So
Yeah, dude. I mean, as long as they have good diets and they walk and stuff like that, usually unless it's certain kinds of breeds, because like I know some breeds, people warn you like don't buy those because they're gonna die early, and you're like, yeah, nah, and then they do, and it's like, oh shit. But yeah, I think that's why it's good to get mutts, dude. Mutts actually live a lot longer. I don't know, something about their breeding makes them, because when you buy pure breeds, a lot of time they die, man.
It's
they die quick.
like 12 to 15 years, and then if they get to 20, like that's like super old.
At that point, they're
like
begging to die.
Yeah. Well, my Maltese there, he's 12, so like, and their lifespan is like 15.
Yeah, so you got a good couple years left,
Yeah.
man. That's good. I know my mom has a little Yorkie that she is like, that dog doesn't even eat dog food. It eats rotisserie chicken like every day, dude. That's all it eats.
Yeah.
And so
we boil him some chicken every once in a while too, to mix it in.
yeah,
And he can tell
dude, no.
too. He can smell it. He'll be like, I smell chicken, real chicken.
Yeah.
Come on, give me some.
Yeah, my mom literally goes to Costco weekly to buy her like a full size chicken, and that's what she eats all week. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. But yeah, but that dog's getting up there too. So I'm like, she's starting to lose teeth and stuff, and I'm like, better get ready because it's coming now. But she's a cute dog though. She's sweet.
They're pretty good alive though, eating chicken every damn day. Real chicken.
I know, dude. I'm like, damn.
It's the high life.
I know.
Well, damn that. We've been at this for damn near 2 hours, broski.
I know, dude. It's been good catching up with you, man. I needed
You
it.
too, man.
I
Good
appreciate
to
it.
see you and good to talk to you in kind of real life. So,
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes I was when we were talking the other day on Facebook, I was like, sometimes I just feel like I've lost kind of touch with the boys. I hadn't fucking like actually talked to any of them in a while.
I know we haven't had like live streams or anything.
I know.
Lately
Well, that's why
either,
I did one.
so-
I was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do one.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll put one together here soon too. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
No problem, man. No problem. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got distracted with other stuff, but yeah, this is what you were originally here for.
Yeah. Very awesome saber. I look forward to seeing like the actual video for it. It'll be cool.
Yeah, I bought myself some time. So now I'm gonna do I'll do like a fake-ish unboxing. Like, oh, it's already put together.
Dude, you gotta
Then I'm gonna
say
start doing-
that's a Ravens unboxing, dude. That's why you say you never see me do an actual one because I hate doing unboxings, dude.
Yeah, but I'm gonna start doing like it's like spin videos, and I'll do a sound font video probably, and all that good shit. So,
Dude, shouting out a spinning video, that one that John from Jedi Phoenix just did with his kids, man, that was a cool video. Yeah.
Yeah,
He was so excited about it.
He said that's like the first time he learned how to overlay sound, and that's like the first video he really truly edited. So he was proud of that, and it looked cool too. Like
he did a really good job.
The vibe of the video went really good with the song that he chose.
Yeah, yeah, they did a really good job with that. I was proud of him.
Yeah. All right, guys, we will catch you in the next one. Deuces.